Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine. I'm here with Ellison Tommy Thompson, CEO of St. Kitts Tourism Authority. We've spoken to him before over Zoom. Now we're together at Seatrade. And I guess we have a message about cruising, so we're going to hear about that and more on Insider Travel Report. So we're here at Seatrade, and so let's talk about your island and cruising.
Well, cruising is back, I'm glad to say. I think this season we've kind of doubled the number of cruise passengers that come into St. Kitts this season, and also the number of calls. So it's been a really robust season, and our vendors in St. Kitts are very, very happy with us this time.
So the cruise lines all back, same or more? What are some of the surprises?
Well, we don't have the full capacity that we did pre-COVID because a number of the cruise lines don't have as many vessels. Example, Carnival, they used to have Homeport, the Fascination in San Juan, but they don't have that anymore. So that's kind of restricted the summer business. But in terms of this winter, the majority of the cruise lines have been back. Some called, some more, some are less, but we've been quite pleased with what we've had so far this season.
This intrigued me, that if you want to become a certified rum specialist.
You're gonna go there.
So I thought, well, the travel advisors have their clients and they know what they like.
Yeah, well, we have had this new program, the Condition Rum Master program. So it's two parts to it. The first part is theoretical, where you go to Winfield Estates, Old Road Rum. There you get the theoretical side of it. So you get the history of rum, all that kind of good stuff. When that's done...
But that won't incapacitate you, learning the theoretical part.
That part won't. No. But part two is where you go to Spice Mill, and there you have the practical side of it. So you're actually making your own blend. And at that time, you do have the ability to taste. So anything can happen. And at the end of the course, you actually get a certificate saying, I'm a certified Condition Rum Master. Mm-hmm. So it's been really popular, and it's a really great half day.
I would think that those certificates get lost somehow.
Well, once the clients enjoy themselves, that's what's important.
Right. All right, well, that's one of the things that's new. What else is new?
Well, there's also a new tour, La Amiga Natural Farms, where you go up in the mountains, and it's a farm-to-table experience. So that has been very well received, and we think that's a winner as well.
Is there rum up there?
There's definitely rum up there. In fact,
I had to ask.
And in fact, somebody said to me just recently they thought that their rum punch was perhaps one of the better ones on the island.
So there's a rivalry.
What I would say is go and test them all out and make your own conclusion.
Right. Let's talk about airlines are back.
Airlines are back. We are very pleased with the number of carriers. All the legacy carriers are back. We've just come last week. We were at Routes. We were speaking with the airlines. So St. Kitts is kind of seasonal, but during the summer we do have British Airways that comes in twice weekly from London Gatwick. And just this month, March 12th, we worked very hard to get Intercaribbean to come into St. Kitts. So now we've got 3 times a week, St. Kitts, Barbados. And from Barbados, there's access to St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, Georgetown, Guyana. So that makes life so much easier. You don't have to fly down to Miami and then fly over St. Kitts to get to where you're going, and then doing the same thing on the reverse back. So we're very pleased with that new service that's been initiated. Okay,
and since the last time we talked, any new hotels?
There's no new hotels, but
renovations.
Lots of discussions regarding.
What can you talk about?
Well, I can't talk about anything at the moment, but the discussion's going on. But we actually do have, the last time I think I spoke with you, the Ramada was about to open. It's now open. Okay. So they've got like 50 rooms that's open now. So we've got that. And of course, Sunset Reef, we've got that going on. So we do have the, we're getting there. We're getting there.
And should travel advisors be telling their guests about any events that are coming up that they should time for?
I am so glad you asked that question. This year we've got the Summer of Fun, which begins in June 22nd to 24th, of the St. Kitts Music Festival. We've got Air Supply that's going to be coming back. We've got Skilly Banks. We've got Chronix. We've got quite a few people coming on. And that's just the first wave. The second wave is going to be announced very shortly. So then that is followed by the Nevis Mango Festival. They got 44 varieties of mangoes. Wow. And so the dishes have to have mango in it, the drinks have to have mango in it. Then we've got the St. Kitts the St. Kitts Restaurant Week, St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week. And then that's where you can go and get to a number of the restaurants at reduced prices, both in St. Kitts and in Nevis. Then that's followed by Culturama in Nevis, which is basically their version of Carnival. And then we end the summer with the Caribbean Premier League cricket, which is said to be the biggest cricket party in the world.
And then there's the rum.
And there's always the rum. There's always the rum. And of course, we end the year with the St. Kitts Carnival, and that's the only carnival that goes over 2 years, from December to January.
You know how to party.
Yeah, we sure do. We call it Lyman in St. Kitts.
Do you have a way for travel advisors to learn more about St. Kitts?
We sure do. We've got a St. Kitts specialist program where they can learn more about St. Kitts and also be rewarded for bookings to St. Kitts. So at the moment, they can get a $200 booking for visitors who come to St. Kitts. And of course, we do have training that's ongoing by webinar or in person. And travel trade consultant Denise Zimber in the U.S. and also Allison Schultz. She's based in Atlanta. They're very happy to do the seminars or webinars for you and come and do trainings. So we want to make sure that travel advisors know we love them, we appreciate their business, and we want to encourage them to do more business at St. Kitts.
What is the URL? Do you know what that is?
You just go to www.visitstkids.com, and then it takes you from there to where you need to go.
They go to the commercial side, and then they can get into their...
That's correct. That's correct. So right on the website, that they can then go into the travel trade portal, and that takes them to where they need to be.
Okay. Well, then you heard that. So all that's new that's developing there, it's time to go back if you've already been.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because we also offer fam trips to the travel advisors. And also if they're there visiting St. Kitts, we're happy to show them around and let them see what the island has to offer. And they're going to be really pleased with what they see. It's a beautiful island, lots to do. And of course, we started a new advertising campaign last September, Venture Deeper. So we want people to come and venture deeper and learn more about St. Kitts. We're not just a fly and flop destination. We want you to come and experience it so you leave your vacation much more relaxed and with a greater appreciation of what the destination has to offer.
Good luck to you. Good luck to the island, and have a good sea trip.
Thank you, and you're such a good friend to St. Kitts. We really appreciate you.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.